Olympus 6, take 2. Finally, I actually got to a shop and tried the shoe on really properly. I was a bit quick for the last time. I just assumed that 10.5 would be right, and unfortunately it wasn't. Way too much room up front at 10.5 for me. These are a size 10, and they fit really well, superbly. Just the up front here, it's a little bit of room, about maybe half a thumb. Lockdown is nice. The heel collar around here just perfectly fits nicely, so it just fits like it should do, like the old Olympus should feel on the end of your foot. So now I can really test the Olympus 6, how it compares to a 5, because I just didn't really use the other one enough because it's just too long. So I'm going to put some miles in this and see how that goes. Right, here we go. Olympus 6, take 2. So as you heard, I went down half a size. I'm now in a UK size 10. This is the Olympus 6 in the normal width, as opposed to the wide, which I went to before. And I've got to say, immediately, extremely pleased and a bit annoyed that I didn't do this before. But the fit is just so much better. The overall lockdown, the laces, the heel cup, the feel up front, it just feels really good. Annoyingly, I kind of lost my connection or my love for the shoe when I got the Olympus 6 in wide at 10.5, because it just felt too sloppy, clown-like, and just, yeah, a bit of a floppy mess at the end of my foot. But going back into the 6 with a 10, it feels much better, more nimble, lightweight, even faster, and yeah, it's good to be back into Olympus because it's such a good shoe. I said it before, I've alluded to it before with the comparison with Mont Blanc, with Olympus. Although it's not a minimal shoe at 25mm, you still do get a much better connection with the ground, much nice ground feel, and just feels awesome. So I've got to say, I'm really pleased. I bit the bullet, went down half a size, and now have the Olympus that fits really well. You see, the issue was with the Olympus 4 at a 10.5, for me anyway, it fitted perfectly, a really lovely fit. So I went to the 5, 10.5, it's feeling a little bit bigger, but no issue, really. It was just, you know, could have probably gone down half a size, but I didn't think about it. But with the 6 at 10.5, yeah, we're just sort of in the clown shoe territory. And with the wide option, which personally wasn't any necessarily wider, which I've done videos before up there, but not necessarily wider, just more material, more upper, more volume in the material. So again, it just added to the sloppy, floppy mismatch that was ending in my foot. But as again, back in the 6s, in a 10, half size down, and we've hit the sweet spot. Really great lockdown. It just feels lovely, really nice to be in a shoe that you don't have to worry about the lacing, the lockdown. It just fits. So yay for that. And I know that, like TD Miller, he went down half a size. I've seen it all on these threads down in the videos below, that most people have gone down half a size, especially even in the Mont Blanc. So I'm not sure what Altra are doing with their sizing, but with the Olympus and the Timp, the 10.5 is good, and the Superior actually. But with Olympus and the Mont Blanc, it's just too long. Well, not too long for the Mont Blanc. Actually, I just would be intrigued, now that I put these on, what a Mont Blanc would be like in a 10, whether the fit would be just a little bit more dialed in. And for a racing shoe, I think that's key. Right. Also, it's interesting, running running solely in the Mont Blanc over the last 2 weeks, and then putting on the Lone Peak, there's definitely a huge difference between the two, you know. And again, I've talked about this before with the ground feel just then, but yeah, it just feels very, very different. Both really good shoes, but I think, as I said before with other videos, the Lone Peak again just has that more natural feel, slightly minimalistic, but again, I know it's not with the 25mm, but just feels, I don't know, it just feels a bit more playful, and again, just that connection with the ground, the proprioception of the roots, the rocks underneath is better. So, but yeah, but don't get me wrong, Olympus is an awesome shoe, and I would definitely use that one more if there's a lot more sort of harder packed trails, because the energy return, the bounce back is a lot better. But yeah, nice to be back in a more of a minimal type of shoe. Woo! So that's it. So there we have it. So basically all I'm saying is that the key is, well, for me anyway, to really enjoy that Lone Peak, make sure you have the right size. Obviously this is just something you didn't really have to say, but going down half the size has made a huge difference for me, and I'm thoroughly pleased that I'm back in the shoe, which has no problems, no issues, just foot fits like a glove, and away we go. So yeah, really pleased. So Lone Peak 6 Take 2 has worked well. It's, as I said, you know, I can't sort of stress enough what a cool little shoe it is. It's just a very simple shoe that just enables you to feel the ground naturally, just upright posture, perfect amount of protection, nice cushion. It's not bouncy or anything, but it just, there's enough there for it to work well, and I just love the shoe, as I did with the 5, so the 6 is pretty much identical. But just make sure you watch the sizing, because they got longer from the 4 to the 5 to the 6. It just seems like they got a little bit longer each time. So yeah, so Lone Peak 6, size 10, it's half size down, normal width, all good with me, really happy. I hope that helps. If you haven't already, please do click that like button down there somewhere, and subscribe if you haven't. And if you have, thanks very much. Right, see you soon, take care, bye.